Hello, Ayikaile here, your legacy goddess and financial freedom coach. I had to pop on today and talk about this idea of the past and how it influences the future and if it dictates what's going to happen in the future. Um, and let me just share, there was one conversation that I had. It was actually a couple of years ago, and I'm not sure why today this idea came to mind, because I haven't had this conversation in a while with this person. However, I do notice this thing that comes up every time I speak to someone who's interested in changing their financial circumstances. And this I have identified as one big, major, humongous thing that gets in the way. So in short, the way I recall this conversation going like a few years ago with this individual was that they had mentioned that they just felt like it wasn't their destiny to be good with money. Based on their experiences with money, they kind of just felt at a point where they felt like they were written off, that no matter what they did, it wasn't working, and they didn't see that it could work. And I will say, unfortunately, I have checked in and checked up with this individual, and they still remain where they are. The last time I checked, they didn't move forward and improve things. So I wanted to just share and just probe the idea about the past and how it affects the future. So the way I've seen it happen is it can go two ways. One, the past can definitely dictate the future if we don't do anything different. And I think when we see like the posts that may come up that say, yeah, it's insane to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result, or like you can't expect things to be different if you don't do anything different. I think when we see those things and we say those things, it makes sense on its own. However, when we're by ourselves and those thoughts and chatter is going on in our minds, what do we really believe? Do we really believe that things can be different? And do we act as if things can be different? So I do see that it can happen where the past can dictate the future, because one, if you accept the belief that, oh man, I've had these experiences, I've never been good with them before, so I'm probably not going to be good with them in the future, and I'm not going to do anything differently, then chances are it's pretty likely that you can repeat and stay in the same circumstance. And on the beautiful flip side, the past absolutely doesn't need to dictate what happens going forward. And the only way to not have the past dictate the future is if you do something different. If you come to the realization that what you have been doing was not working at all, you let go of it, you open yourself up to the new way that you're going to try. Because the moment you do something different, guess what? You open up a whole new world of possibility. You open up the possibility of totally different options because you're doing something differently. So absolutely, the past does not have to dictate what's going to happen in your future at all for any of us. So one special thing about finances is this: there's no finance gene. There's no genetic predisposition to being and excelling with your finances. So it's false if you believe that, oh man, I'm just not born to do this. It doesn't, it's false. It's a learned skill. It takes a set of behaviors, actions, and skills to be good with your money, and that's it. And guess what? Anyone on this planet can learn and do well with their money. And all it takes is that decision one to say, you know what I was doing in the past wasn't working, and I'm opening up now to do something different, to open up a new way of doing my finances, of approaching my finances, and any other part of life, by the way, to do something different so that I can get a different outcome. And that is something that, of course, we could take with our finances, we can take with our health, we can take with our relationships, and open up a brand new future for ourselves if we are willing to acknowledge that what we're doing is not working, if we're not getting the outcomes that we want. And a critical thing is to not throw in the towel, not giving up on yourself. Putting yourself in a circumstance where you can get great guidance, you can get support, encouragement, and you're not in isolation trying to do it on your own either, right? So if you had any, question about it, the past only dictates the future if we let it, if we don't do anything different. And I'm here to offer a free money breakthrough call for anyone who finds themselves in a place where you may have had tons of negative things happen financially to you in the past, and you may feel down, you may feel even hopeless and not even see a way it can be different. But I put it back to you and say, why not you? It's not a gene. It's not like a LeBron James, who his physicality contributes to his excellence in basketball. Finance is not that. You don't need to have any specific born trait to do well. You just need the determination, you need the decision, and you need the willingness to say, you know what, now is the time. Now is the time. I want a better future with my finances. There are other people that are doing it, so why can't I? So if you need help in this specific area, I'm here to chat with you and see where you are. We can talk about where you are, where you want to be, and if I can help you to get there, I'll show you what that looks like. And if there happens to be a better solution when we talk together, I can guide you to that too. So visit mastermindmillions.com/call and let's chat about it. And to everyone here, just know it's in you and you can do it. So until next time, take care.